So there we have Team Brazil's Josiane Oliveira getting prepped for the cage. A little bit on the older side of some of the amateurs. She is 35 years old, but very, very skilled despite that. I mean, her route towards the semifinals proved that. 2 back-to-back decision victories, first over Team Austria, then over Team Italy. And all smiles there for her opponent, Katharina Rychkova of Team Austria. Who defeated Roni Nesimian of Team Israel. Mission victory over her Kazakh opponent in the quarterfinals. Okay, here we go. Josiane Oliveira of Brazil in the blue corner and Austria's Katharina Rychkova in the red. Women's senior bantamweight semifinal. A shot at the gold hangs in the balance. That was a nice left hand, got through there for the Austrian. Nice little 1-2 there for Oliveira. Takedown attempt for Rychkova, but easily defended by the Brazilian, who disengages. Somewhat telegraphed attempt there by Rychkova. Yeah, these takedown attempts by Rychkova, Oliveira can kind of see them coming because Rychkova's not really properly setting them up. See, she landed a nice...
Now making their way to cage number 4 in the blue corner.
Up and disguise her takedown attempts a little bit better. Oh, she didn't like the strike that she absorbed there. You could tell by her body language. Really reaching with that right hand, though. She's got to be careful. See, she ate a shot coming in there. That was a nice, quick high kick there from Oliveira. Mostly sort of hit the guard and the shoulder, but the speed and ease at which she threw it really is telling. And there's a nice jab there as well. And again, another really solid jab. I feel like everything coming from Oliveira's left side is just thrown with such speed and ease. Nice little dip there from Oliveira as well, avoiding the strike. You can see she's a lot of times she's catching Rychkova coming in. A lot of the time she's catching her with that left hand as well. Oh, wow. Great defensive work there from Oliveira. Not a whole lot of time to work from this position. Looks like we will go to a second round, but I mean, you couldn't get... Yeah, she thought it was over, and I don't blame her. She was really piling on the ground and pound. It was the round coming to an end, though. But could you get a better sort of finishing sequence to leave the judges with than that? Landing ground and pound on your opponent. Really solid work there from Oliveira. All right, here we go. Second round between Brazil and Austria. And Oliveira really seems to have a bit of a speed advantage here. He's doing a very good job at sort of keeping the right distance, slipping shots. That was a nice kick there from Rychkova, though. But again, that lead high kick is just money for Oliveira. She's landing it almost at will. Now, the lead kick typically won't have as much power as the rear kick. But even so, I mean, she gets a little bit more torque on one of those lead high kicks, and Rychkova could be on thin ice. I think Rychkova is having a little bit more success here, having a little bit more volume and really pressuring Oliveira more. However, if she were able to cut off the cage a little bit more, I think she'd have a lot more success. So it's kind of like pick your poison, right? Because at kicking range, she's eating some of those lead kicks and jabs and trying to shorten the distance. She's getting lit up a lot. Oh, see, there she landed a very nice kick. She needs more of that. They're just really slugging at it now. Another takedown attempt there from Rychkova. She's not going to get that. You could just the way that Oliveira was pressing her head down. There was no way for Rychkova to get the proper nice little spinning attack there. Misses from Oliveira. Nothing wrong with some style points. I'll tell you, Oliveira looks sharp. Rychkova kind of started battling her way into the fight a little bit more successfully. But it seems as if, I mean, obviously I don't have any stats here. It seems as if she's getting struck a lot more than what she's landing. And that might just be, you know, if you're fighting a quicker opponent, that might be a risk that you're going to have to take. Wow, some very different vibes here in these corners. In the Brazilian corner, seems pretty chill and relaxed. We seem very happy with her fighter, but it's intense in the Austrian corner. They can tell they're down on the judges' scorecards, and most likely Rychkova is going to need a finish here if she's going to leave the cage with a victory. Of course, a lot of that depends on how this round goes. But yeah, Rychkova will most likely be down 2 rounds, so I do suspect she's going to need a finish. But I can already see there's a little more intensity there. She's going to have to take some risks. Oh, wow, she got spun around there with that strike. Oh, a nice spinning back kick to the breadbasket there for Oliveira.
And her opponent in the red corner, she is the
Rychkova, she gets it though. I mean, it's as we say, no guts, no glory. Right now, she's definitely showing the guts. She's taking risks. She's willing to take a couple shots to give a shot. Like there, for example, she landed a right hand. Oh, that was a big right hand that got through for a Brazilian. Well, adjustments with that straight right, it seems. That was a nice teep there from Rychkova, but she needs to follow up. She can't let those opportunities slip through her fingers. Oh, see, there she was landing a succession of nice shots. But then Oliveira was the one that punctuated the exchange with a nice right hand. Oh, that was a great two-punch combination there for Oliveira. Just over half a minute left now. This women's senior bantamweight semifinal. I mean, that stiff jab of Oliveira is just money. She's landed it almost at will. Oh, wow! Spinning hook kick to the face. She survives and actually takes a back though. Okay, credit to Rychkova. She took that kick like a champ. I mean, a lot of lesser fighters would have gotten dropped and finished, I'm sure. And she even followed up, ending the fight in a bit of a dominant position. So a bit of a moral victory there for sure. But Oliveira, I mean, she was just an artist on the feet there. And Rychkova seems to be in good spirits as well. So, I mean, she can definitely take a shot.